What's up, family? Y'all, please push likes when you come through, and let's have a good night. Salute.
So crazy.
Soon as them bullets get the flying, it's gonna be another mama crying. It's gonna be another homicide. We gon' leave your hood traumatized. Soon as them bullets get the flying, it's gonna be another mama crying. It's gonna be another homicide. We gon' leave your hood traumatized.
See, I ain't playing with nobody, no. So I keep a few niggas who ain't got it all. If you been through what I've been through, you would probably fall. Late night head hurting, popping Tylenols. Ay, see, they don't know. A nigga heart big and I stand 10 toes. I lost some niggas in, they was really close. That's why I don't trust nobody but this big bang roll.
Soon as them bullets get the flying, it's gonna be another mama crying. It's gonna be another homicide. We gon' leave your hood traumatized. Soon as them bullets get the flying, it's gonna be another mama crying. It's gonna be another homicide. Yeah, traumatized. It ain't no love in my city, dawg. Young niggas just don't give a fuck. They say, Chris, you gon' get blackballed, cause you keep making hits with dope. I told them fuck the industry, cause bitch I'm in these streets. I told them I am not a rapper, I don't spit, I preach. I motivate the hood, get money, try and keep the peace. But please don't think it's sweet, a nigga tweak, get wrapped in sheet. Whoa, soon as them brothers get the flying, it's gonna be another mama crying. It's gonna be another homicide. We gon' leave your hood traumatized. Soon as them bullets get the flying, it's gonna be another mama crying. It's gonna be another homicide. We gon' leave your hood traumatized.
Going live, welcome to the Throne of Empires. Salute to all. Oh, that did me wrong! I am coming! I'm keeping silent. Oh, that did me wrong! I am coming! I'm keeping silent now! I'm coming to your city, bitch! I am the king of street sector!
Yo, can you hear me? I don't know what's wrong with my thing. Can you hear me now? I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi because my Wi-Fi be tweaking out. I just turned it off because I was using it earlier, and I don't use my Wi-Fi when I'm on live because I don't like it because it'll knock it off and shit. I apologize, y'all. But come back up, Miss Vegas. I was trying to get you up. I don't know why my thing was mute, but I was talking about a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? I apologize for having it on mute. I didn't know it was on mute. Well, let's start this over. What I was saying. Salute everybody coming through. We finna rock tonight. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna rock tonight. But I was also talking about, not engaging with bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Don't get distracted. Keep pressing forward. Whatever mission that you on, you keep pressing on. You know what I'm saying? Don't let anybody knock you off your pivot. That's you know what I'm saying? I'm real talk. And I apologize. I don't know why my thing was on mute. That never happens. I'm not no rookie on this thing. But I apologize, y'all. Shout you out, Miss Mika 504. Hello. Salute, salute. I'm waiting for Miss Vegas to come back up. She was trying to hop on and stuff. My thing was tweaking out. But there's a lot of things to talk about tonight. We're gonna talk about the 12-year-old, that got raped by a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 14-year-old. I went to the deep studies on that. Shout out to Bishop. You know what I'm saying? Great live. Shout you out, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's king of commentary. It's king of commentary, not no king of bums. Don't listen to them. You don't see me with no cash app. You don't hear me begging. These are you know what I'm saying, scorned ass females. I barely even knew. Wasn't even, that's all it was, Bishop. So, shout you out. Say, keep doing what you're doing. You know, um, you know what I'm saying? Speak your mind. Don't let them hold you back or try to silence you like you bullying them or something like that. No, that's that. Just keep doing what you're doing. That's all I gotta say. Keep doing what you're doing. But there's a lot of things to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking about the Epstein files, dealing with Trump. You know, he's trying his hardest not to be involved in it. When we saw videos, receipts, he's actually, and it wasn't AI. We saw that man in pajamas, you know what I'm saying? Some boxers and a wife beater, some high white socks, sitting down with some children with next to Epstein. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's a lot. This man's not innocent. Yes, he supported some black folks, but they also, you know what I'm saying, you cannot justify what he did to children. And I'm just being for real. I talked about Iran, and America going into war. That's big, and it's gonna mess up everything around us. You better take heed because while you're going back and forth with this mentality, what I'm saying, you're losing out and not getting enough information of what's going on in life and what's going on in society right now. We in war. You know what I'm saying? Like we really gonna go into World War III. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me and stuff. Cause I don't know, people thought I was gonna come in and do some other shit, but I no. That's draining. That's spiritually draining. You know what I'm saying? There's other things to talk about. I want to talk about this Chris. I talked about Josiah and Ebony. You know, I was speaking on that. I never heard that live with Machina. You know what I'm saying? When Josiah was in jail. Like I said, I remember when Josiah, bef- when he was in jail, when he first got in there, he was asking Marcus for money and stuff like that. And Marcus was making a spectacle out of him. I remember that clear as day because I felt like, Josiah helped build your channel up, and the least you can do is help him out. And then you had the whole, this whole channel go after Josiah, saying about him, raping somebody, put the worst on him, but not getting the studies. Yeah, that camera footage was supposed to come out, and it kind of showed like, saying Josiah was kind of justified, you know, real talk. He was kind of justified. So we really don't know if he really did do that, you know. It's just crazy at the end of the day. But shout out to Josiah and his family, Ebony and her family for supporting him. You know what I'm saying? And he's looking great out there with his wife. And shout him out. Shout out Ebony and Josiah. Great live, Machina. You got some great receipts. So away from Miss Vegas, where are you? You know what I'm saying? It was a little technical difficulty, but it's back up. But like I was saying now, back to Chris. Marcus influences Chris's relationship. He did. He didn't get a chance to get to know that girl. You know, Marcus had him thinking between her legs instead of getting to know her mind. That's why he didn't know if she was married and had other kids. A lot of us men, women do that. You know, we jump in without getting to know them first. You know, and that's how it is. Society's messed up. We were taught wrong. We were deceived. Hold on. Salute.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I think something was wrong with your live. Um,
Yeah, I know. It
I,
was cutting up.
yeah, I see my name on the is it the title, the pin.
Yeah.
How are you? How's everybody doing?
I believe
All
okay.
right.
Everything all right. Y'all in the bushes, y'all please push likes. You know what I'm saying? We chopping up tonight. Giving us our Friday to you. You know. Be on YouTube on Friday. I usually be doing things, but tonight I wanted to be live. Why not? Chop it up with you, see how you doing, how you living.
I'm doing great. Just left the Thai restaurant with my kids on my way home. But yeah, I'm doing great. Blessed. Highly
That's
favored.
okay. That's
Yeah.
okay. So what do you think about these Epstein
How's everybody?
files? What do you think about the
I'm
Epstein
not into
files?
politics.
Or what
I'm
about
not
the
into
12 year
politics.
old?
I heard somebody talking about it, but I really didn't know exactly what happened. I know it was like three boys and one girl, right?
Yeah.
Or the parent or something like that. Yeah. Um, I do watch like crime TV. I mean, crime shows or whatever, but I haven't watched that yet. Um, it's a lot of topics that we could talk about. but I don't know nothing about these things she was just saying. So maybe you can elaborate on something. You could probably tell us what's going on. I can give my
Uh,
comment on it or commentary on it. Okay.
all right, I'll talk about the 12-year-old incident. You know, it was a 12-year-old girl. She got raped by three other boys. They were black. You know, one was 12, one was 13, the other one was 14. You know, it was allegedly stated that she's been sleeping around. You know what I'm saying? That's allegedly that was one of the mothers that accused her, the daughter, the girl that got raped. So one of the boys' mother was saying all kind of things. The father was saying all kind of things. So I'm trying to put the puzzles and pieces together at the time. So these boys followed this girl that what I'm saying that had a rumor on her. And I guess she was just teasing at one point to the point where they got physical because she rejected them, and so that's when they started forcing onto the child. You know, I guess the 12-year-old boy put rocks in her mouth to keep her from screaming. I saw pictures. She was bruised up. She had like I think it was on the left side of her face, like her eye, her mouth, her nose were all swollen up on one side. Like they were beating with the rocks too. So that before they put it in her mouth, they were like, trying to coconut her head. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, and the sad part about it, it's like the parents of their kids. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold no accountability at all. You know, I know if my child was into that or did something like that, no, I'll be for the victim. I will not be for the what I'm saying, for my child because it's my child. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. You put yourself in a position where even if my child see it and don't say nothing about it or don't try to help, you know, no, I can't support that. You know,
Yeah, not to
so
cut you off, but that sounds really harsh, and I really don't like talking about kids. As far as like, if we can change the subject, that'd be fine. But then if you want to talk about it, then I guess
yeah, I
keep
know
it
it's kind of
child.
tough. I'm just
Yeah,
speaking
that
about it because it went
sounds real
viral.
harsh. Yeah, I heard
Well,
about it, but I didn't look into
I'm
the
more
whole.
speaking on the parents. I'm more speaking on the parents. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I
okay.
just fulfill what taking place, but like the mother of what I think it was the 13-year-old, it was a 12-year-old, 13 and 14. The 13-year-old, the mother was accusing the little girl of all kind of heinous things to be so young. You know what I'm saying? Like this is insane. So keeping close to my children the best way I can. It's not always easy because my mother, um, it was hard to keep her other sons. My other two brothers, they're buck wild. They used to tear up the neighborhood. The police was always called down the neighborhood. You know, as children breaking windows and all kind of stuff. She was a single mother, so me being an older brother, I had to be the one to get on my younger brothers. You know what I'm saying, for their mishap. So it's like the generation is shot. There's nobody like with no guidance. Not just as the adults. You have the Martin Luther King, you have the Malcolm X's, but even for what I'm saying, just for adults, there's no leadership to teach the kids. What I'm saying, what's right and wrong. You know, there was some older kids in the neighborhood. What I'm saying, some good kids that maintain the younger children. So that's gone. You know, and that was a form of a leadership. That's why we were so close to homeboys and all that other stuff. because there was a form of leadership back then, but even that's gone. You know, so I don't know what's going on. That's why I'm real close to my children the way I raise them. You know, I make sure they don't get into too much politics. I make sure that you know what's to trust. Don't trust everybody. You know, just I try my hardest, and it's not easy. It's not easy. You know, so shout out to you single parents that are maintaining, and going through it with your children, but you're holding up, but you love your children. There's some people that are distance from their kids, you know, real distance from their kids, and it
Now you
starts
have
with the
to
first.
talk to your kids.
What's that?
Sorry. I said you do have to talk to your kids and let them know, this is not acceptable. And I mean, um, from my me looking, from I don't have a daughter, so I can't speak too much about. It don't matter if you have a daughter or you have a son, but um, it, are you saying she was the victim, right? Or
Yeah, she
you
was a
saying that?
victim.
Okay,
The parent, one of the 13-year-old boy, that the mother is accusing the young girl, and she's a woman, you
oh,
know.
okay, yeah, she can't. That's why I thought you said, but I was like, you can't accuse that little girl for going through
Yeah,
what she went
no,
through.
the mother was accusing the little girl. The father
Yeah.
of the 12-year-old boy, the father, he was like saying that using the race car, y'all just got him in there because he's a black. You don't know. It has nothing about no color. It was what he did. You know what I'm saying? What he did was wrong. And as a man, you're supposed to teach. You know what I'm saying? What right and wrong when it comes to when it comes
Your
to a woman
woman.
saying no and
Mhm.
yes. You know, backing off, being polite, opening doors, being a gentleman. All that stuff. I was taught that. What I'm saying, when you going to go see a female, you look good. You try to make yourself look good. Like these generation don't do that. When you see the kid, you see these man. I was like, dang, they look like rough refugees and shit. You know, rough and just ragged. I don't know what's going on with our kids.
Yeah,
I don't know. They're not being raised right.
yeah. It all depends on how your parents are too, or how their parents was raised. Because really, that's what they know how to raise you. I don't know if that makes sense, but have you watched about that DoorDash thing, where this DoorDash delivery came to this lady's door, and think a minor opened the door, and the guy was trying to talk to the boy, and the ring camera picked it up, but the mother was in the house.
Yeah, I
So
think so.
that was a big thing.
They're Caucasian,
Did
right?
you see it?
I think
The
so.
DoorDash
And
delivery.
yes, and
Yeah, that was great.
cause he was trying to lure the child out the house, wasn't
He slammed the door on him. That's exactly what he was supposed to do. Like he did what he
he?
was supposed to do.
Yeah,
But he
I
was,
see you talking about.
yeah, he was recorded on door on the ring camera. So that was kind of
Okay.
like something big. A lot of things happened this week that I was shocked to hear. Like, I mean, that wasn't no shocker, but at the same time, there's a camera at the door. One, you shouldn't even be trying to talk to no little kid. You delivering,
Right.
you got work. You just doing all this. Is People are crazy nowadays. Like they desperate for attention. They desperate for um, whatever they can. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever they want. They desperate to get it
It's
however they can.
and it's sensitized. It's very sensitized because like when it comes to like things on TV, I mean especially on the phone, social media, not TV. TV
Yeah,
played out, but social media, like even shows that they watch, AI is really messing up stuff. So it's like they think it's like easy to go. It's like remember Pokemon, that game. Remember that where you got to go to a different city or something like that, or a different town.
Pokemon, the game,
It's
the
like a
cartoon.
GPS. No, it was
Yeah,
an actual game. It was a GPS game,
I
and
never.
these people were going into weird ass neighborhoods. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? So it's like people are like that. They don't understand like they're being tricked. It's hard to explain. It's hard to
like
explain.
GTA and all that. Like they think they stealing
Yeah,
cars.
yeah. It's like
Somebody
their
actually
mind
did
think
that
it's
out
easy to
here.
go grab stuff or steal stuff or snatch stuff out. I mean, and they don't understand it's a setup. You know?
Yeah, they think it's a game, but it's not a game. Shit. Your ass gonna be locked up
Okay.
trying to
I keep my
what's that?
daughter from like
GTA
Robobot guy.
somebody, huh?
I keep
What you
my
say?
daughter from what I keep my daughter from any apps. What I'm saying that really talk to you.
Yeah,
I mean, like, we don't know if that's another child or not, because there's like 19-year-old kids between 20 talking to real life children. You know what I'm saying, and getting caught up and doing some most evil stuff, trying to get these kids lured out their house. Trying to meet up. There was a kid that
they
there
have
was a he was
cameras.
like, yeah, but no,
They have
well,
cameras on the laptops and the
yeah,
games where they can watch them.
yes,
Yeah, that's crazy.
exactly. So the boy,
Like you
I
know,
think
the PS5.
he was a grown and he was caught up in the
Yeah.
house, and he met
Mm.
that person off the video game. You know what I'm
Yeah, that
saying?
happens
So
a lot.
that
That
shit tripped me
happens a
the fuck
lot.
out.
That's why I didn't like my son playing them PS5s and all that. Because they actually have a web thing that goes with the game to where you could watch the people you playing with. I don't like that. I was like, no, them people probably watching you when you're not playing the game. Like, hell no, we're not
Hold on,
buying
let me see
no
something.
cameras for that stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
So
you know how
yeah,
they have the cameras where they could see each other playing. That was
yeah,
not happening in my resident no, because I mean nowadays it's everything is so electronic and live and all that stuff. They playing the games and all that. I don't like that stuff, so I stopped all that. You know, because you don't know all these creeps on. Um, have you ever seen that guy on YouTube where they go around and set up a date with minors and then they bust them? I like that show. I like how
yeah,
they get their ass. I want to do shit
yeah.
like that and get
There's this
their
one
ass
dude
locked up.
named Soup Machina. There's this one
Really?
dude named Mr. Skeeter or something like that,
I
and
forgot his
he
name.
be,
It's funny.
yeah, he wears glasses. He's like, I don't know what he is, but anyway, he be making some crazy ass buses, like from doctors, lawyers, judges. You find out what
Teachers.
the hell. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it creeped me the fuck out, and it's all racist. It's all racist he catches. There's not one specific type of race.
Yeah.
It,
Indians, blacks, whites, and old man, married man, all type
there
of
was
crazy.
I'm gonna say this. There was this one. Black dude. He was a, you know what I'm saying, he was pretty big. He had dreads and shit. You know, kept coming to meet this girl. They had a decoy. He had a decoy and all that stuff. You
Mm.
know, and so they sit in there playing a video game. He's trying to touch her. She sits up, you know, and that's when she's like, "I'll be right back. I'm gonna go change up," and then, you know, the dude comes out. You know, the host, you know, of the show. It's shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? Dude's
They've
like,
had
"What?
that
Who are
show
you?"
before, a long time ago. It was called,
Yeah, it's like Chris Sanson.
yeah, him. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
it
like
was
a
good
Chris
to see
Sanson
him.
type.
So, yeah, but yeah, the world gotta change, man. This shit is getting ridiculous.
Salute, Machina. How you doing?
I'm good, King. Hi, Vegas.
Hey, Sheena.
I'm sitting here listening to y'all in the bushes. Okay.
It's crazy up here.
Y'all got a good live going on, though. I like it. I'm just chilling. I wanted to
We
tell
just
King
go ahead.
something's going on with the sound, but I'm just listening in the bushes.
I know.
I
I hear
just
it
shared,
too.
huh?
I hear it too when you're talking. I don't know why it's doing that. My
Um,
live is cutting out.
and see, it's thunder and lightning here, so I don't know how I sound, but I'm gonna hop
Oh,
off.
really?
Yeah, well, where I'm at is thundering and lightning. But I'm gonna hop off and keep listening. But something's going on with the sound. Y'all ain't looking at the chat. I'm like, I'm here listening, but the sound's messed up. I don't
Oh,
know.
I wasn't looking at the chat because I was
I,
driving home still.
I think it was. I don't know. You said you could hear it with me too.
I can hear
Yeah,
you.
I can hear you. I can hear crackling in you when you're talking.
Little,
It's your
yes, I hear
mic,
little crackling.
King.
Yeah.
Something
Remember
going
that
on
show
with
I was telling you about, Sheena? That
what?
guy that, yeah, we was talking about that show. I think I told you about it before.
Yeah, I heard what y'all was talking about. That shit was crazy. I be watching that stuff too. That's be crazy. But I
Yeah, we.
like, I don't want to take, I want to get back in the chat and not take the views away and be in there. But y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Positive content. I love that shit.
We
Yeah.
try to change the narrative. That's what they say, right? Look,
Yeah.
so I wanted to break down the story with you about that lady that helped the homeless people out here.
Oh
Um,
yeah. I was watching that live when you and King was talking about it. King had, we had already did that live when you took the break off of YouTube. We had
Yeah.
already
oh,
talked.
I
Yeah.
think he did. Okay, I thought he said that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I took it down because I was in Denver. It just was like a couple of us in there. It was just us in there. I heard King say it the other day that
Yeah, he
I
did.
already thought,
He
oh,
did.
I've been
So,
watching.
are we talking about the same lady that helped people in Vegas and Los Angeles?
Yeah, she had like, she used to make up their hair and she would
Yeah,
do
you're right.
makeup and their hair and wigs, and especially for the transgender men. She would put make them look good out there. And they was trying to say that
Really?
they found, yeah,
Okay,
they
go
was
ahead.
trying to,
I didn't know about the transgender part, but okay,
she was just helping the
I'm
homeless
listening.
people. She was just helping the
Okay.
homeless people. And somebody said they ended her life. I don't know yet. They still ain't came out with that, King. I was gonna tell you about that too, because you was in the line. They didn't come out with what happened to the lady. She thinks she got drugged out there.
Hmm.
Yeah, they said
Yeah,
that she got
that's
poisoned.
what I heard.
You know, she got
That's
poisoned.
Damn.
sad. I heard she was doing a great job helping the homeless out here, actually being out there feeding them and not humping them, but I
Not
just remember
happening.
that one. I just thought that would have been a great story to bring out because of all the stuff that's going on. What a real homeless advocate do is help people. The stuff I seen her wash people's hair, stuff like that, feed them and make
Yeah.
sandwiches. I like doing stuff like that. I think that's nice. of her, and a lot of people like her.
She had a beautiful
Uh,
soul too, y'all. She wasn't just out there helping them people. She was really beautiful inside and out. No lie.
Right.
okay.
Like she had came from the streets and you know what I'm saying? Like she just turned her life around and just started helping the people, bringing them wigs and stuff like that. And she wasn't even making money off of it until she started the nonprofit, and they would just help buy wigs for the people and like makeup and stuff. It was neat.
Yeah,
She was
I heard.
young too when she passed away. She was like 52 or
That's what I
57.
heard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Life is short. People better count, how life is short. Seriously. Wishing bad on people, talking about people like that. God don't like ugly. You understand? Like,
no,
I don't even got to fight the battle. Talking about people's, deceased parents, live parents. Life is short. People's passing away at a young age. Like
yeah,
that girl passed away at like 54 or so.
yeah. I heard she was young. She wasn't, you know what I'm saying, and she was helping people. I like to do stuff like that, so I'm looking into doing it myself, But that was the whole purpose of creating my channel, was because I wanted to help homeless people, or
Hmm.
unhoused people, should I say. So because it's a lot of them out here, Sheena, it's a lot.
I
It's
was gonna
literally
tell
like
you
every corner you see
the
one.
lady's company is still down there. Her kids took over, and you could
Uh-huh.
start. I be telling King go outside, and I love the videos when he did with his daughter. But the lady in her family is still running that organization. If you ever want to go down there and help, it's in your
Yeah,
city
I think
too,
I know.
Vegas. And
Yeah, I heard it's here in Los Angeles that she was doing it. Like this Kid Row, that's what it's called down in Los Angeles. But here, I don't know exactly where it is, but I'll look into it and see
I
if I
think you
can
should
help.
just look. What was her name? It started with an S. Look up her name, the foundation or whatever. And you ain't got to tell YouTube all that. But if you really need to go down there and help them people, like, because I don't want to spread bad news, but I really think her family took over and they're still doing what she was doing. I think,
Yeah.
King, I heard you say that they donated the family. What
Like
did you say
millions
the
of
other day?
dollars. They donate the family millions of dollars, and she was such an incredible mother to her children. Her children, saying gave the money back to the homeless people. You know, through the
Mm,
neighborhoods where she went to and gave back, and built houses and gotten cars for just did everything the mother was doing. Kept the legacy up. So that right there really touched me. It really touched me. Like, wow, she raised some good kids. 'Cause you know how families can be, especially when so much money but she was good to her children as well. You know?
Yeah, I
mhm.
heard like little bits and little news about it, and I was like, oh, this would be a nice um subject we can break down with Sheena. But you told me she already did it. I forgot. You did tell me that. So yeah,
I
but
mean,
we
I
want to
did
know.
like
I
a
want to
couple
know
of
more
months
about her.
ago. But
Yeah,
maybe
it's
the
been like
update,
two
we
or
could do
three
like an
months, right?
update.
Okay.
It was when I was in Colorado. You was off of YouTube at that time. You had took a
Yeah, I was
break, and
off.
then I was taking a break, so I took it down. But if they got some kind of update of her, I might do. If it's an update, I'll do an update. But right now, I got to build my dog's channel, so I've been trying to like download videos over there too, because I really want to do some of my traveling videos on his channel. It's more peaceful over there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It really is. Like if I travel, I could put his the little videos on his channel. because this is a totally different audience. I'm actually seeing new people come on his channel, and to be honest with you, it's like a totally different feeling. Like, of course, the trolls is gonna come, but that's nothing. It's just a different feeling,
Right.
and it is. So I'm finna focus on that for a couple days. I appreciate what you said about my live earlier today. God knows I do. But I'm finna get out of here. I don't want to interrupt y'all live. I'm kicked back just listening to y'all. Okay. And I need to get
You
back in the
didn't
chat.
interrupt nothing, lady.
Huh?
You wasn't interrupting nothing. We was just
Oh no,
chopping it
I'm
up.
sorry. I'm giving y'all a view in the chat or whatever. I actually feeling good not being a content creator right now. It feels good
Yeah.
watching you. Okay.
Right. All
It
right.
does sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. It feels good to be like, just a guest.
You know, I'm always
I,
a guest supporting. I'm a
I
supporter.
love it. I'm just here to support, say hey, and I'm out of here. All right, back to the chat I go. Y'all have a good day.
Back to the
And God be,
content.
yeah, back to the content. Y'all protect y'all peace in these YouTube streets for sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Have a good
Much
evening.
love and respect, King.
You too, Machina. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Machina, for stopping by. You know what I'm saying? I love the support. But yeah, we're on different angles right now. We're just vibing and chilling. And so I hope y'all relax. I hope y'all comfortable. Please push likes when you come in. There'll be some more people coming in. Just that my live, kind of interrupted at first. So I hope y'all can hear me loud and clear now. So I'm fixing it. But back to what we were talking about. You know, I spoke about also too when my thing was messing up. I spoke about Iran. What they did, they actually had some graffiti, like some real artists draw some airplanes. You know what I'm saying? So America thought they were from Iran, and they dropped bombs all over the ground, thinking it was some real life.
I think you're on mute. And you're again.
Can you hear me now? Let's keep it on for it's just our lives is getting his ass kicked tonight.
Your phone's tripping.
Can you hear me now? Hold on,
Maybe the chat can, but you sound muffled on my
hold
end
on,
at
hold
least.
on. Let me see here. Can you hear me now?
No. Yeah, I can hear you.
Mhm. Okay, you can hear me now. Damn,
Yeah.
my life is getting ass kicked tonight. Don't worry. Y'all, please replay. If you have to speed up, just speed up. I'm not gonna do a whole live again. But this is chop it up. I'm chilling out with Miss Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Wherever she goes, whatever. We don't have no relationship going on. So you know what I'm saying? This people's minds be wondering and stuff and thinking the craziest shit. I'm not jealous that she's over there with brown eyes. Um, she's not a small person, obviously. So give her props. She's one of the characters in the sector. And welcome Miss Vegas in. She definitely made noise out here. So don't be sleeping on Miss Vegas. I know there's some haters. There's some
I'm
haters.
just chilling and relaxing.
You got some
uh,
haters. Don't worry. They're gonna be participators. They'll participate one day.
I really don't care. I want to talk about life. Like, in a great way. Like Sheena said, life is too short to be going back and forth with people. So, you just had to like be above water. I don't know if you heard of that before.
Yeah, that's a good.
My,
That's a good
my
thing.
grandmother used to say that. Like, don't even worry about you know, the minions. That's I'm stupid for that one. But yeah, what was we talking about before we start talking about the
Um, yeah,
we can
yeah,
do like talk about another subject that you want to talk about maybe.
okay. There's a lot of things we can talk about. Like I said, we're in war. The Epstein files is out. What else is going on? You guys hear about Ti and 50 Cent? Ti's kids, you know what I'm saying, did a song of 50 Cent.
I
Like,
think isn't he in jail? His son, is he back?
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, recently?
I heard he was in prison he got pulled over for pow pow, pew pew, whatever you all call it on here.
You talking
That
about he got King and he got another one, I don't know the other one. Demayas or Demanus, some shit.
I think it was his oldest son, Ti's oldest son.
Okay, yeah.
He
He's
kind of looked
out.
like his mom.
Yeah, he's out now. He did a song. He did a
Oh,
song, a new song on 50 Cent called Miss Jackson.
were they beefing or something? I've
Yeah.
been seeing 50 cents too. I just don't be like into. There's certain things I watch. Of course, I watch YouTube, and all these things pop up on my phone, but I try not to be too engaged with stuff like that. I like to watch like crime stories. I don't know if you watch them. My iPad is dead.
Like
Okay,
48 hours, like true crime stories or like,
I
or
think
actual
48 hours is kind of like the first 48, you mean, or 48 hours?
48 hours. Like the reality show.
Have you ever watched the first 48?
Yeah, I watched it a couple times.
Yeah, I used to watch that show. Like, I had over 1,000 episodes recorded on my cable when they had cable. That was back in the days. And I would watch them when I come back from work. Like, you know how your cable used to record it for you?
Yeah.
The show so you don't miss it.
Yeah.
And I come back and I have like 10 episodes in a day. I heard the lady passed away. You remember the black lady that was on there? I'm not sure, but that's what
The
somebody
beat,
said.
like the black cop, the black, the she kind of, yeah,
She had like
she,
a bang friend, like a wig. She used to like a wig or weave, whatever, however you say it.
yeah, she passed away.
That's what I heard, but I don't know how true it is. Cause I don't think they do that show anymore. But that was the real 48 stuff. They used to show Chicago a lot, and what was the
Yeah,
other place?
Washington, um, Florida a lot.
Yeah,
Florida.
it was Palm Beach too. No, not Palm Beach. It's something they used to show that was like all the time. I used to be like, damn, these projects, people die there every day. It was kind of weird.
Okay, little JoJo done shut up Ray Ray, you know, and Juanita's telling right now. They got her block. You know how they had the screen when they don't see the person and shit, but they just
Yeah,
talking and telling. Those
those shows was wild, man.
are
And
the crazy. So
they show you everybody that's snitching and all that.
um,
And it was always what do you call them? The people that I forgot. Um They call them something. The people that be snitching, they're not undercovers. They be the people that come and tell them what's going on in the hood.
The covers, agents,
Yeah, whatever they
listeners.
snitches, basically. Well, that's what they call it, snitches. But I think it was more likely they will tell on people they care about, or sometimes they don't even care about that person that died. They just go tell on them. I think that's what we should talk about, like black on black crimes. That is so ridiculous. That's the worst thing to have, especially in LA. We had that bad back in the days, but now I don't know how bad it is, but it was like every day. Oh, such and such got killed last night, and next week another one. Like this, people you just seen the other day, or you just passed by. It was wild. Yeah, it was real bad.
Yeah,
So, is it like that in Florida, or they
yeah.
more?
Jacksonville, um, parts of Orlando, downtown Paramount, Mercy Drive area. They still be lighting it up. A lot of like Ivy Lane, they cleaned that up real good. A lot of areas they cleaned up. Livingston, they cleaned up real good. Amelia,
Mhm.
Westmoreland, cleaned all that up. Um, and also dealing with West Palm, what I'm saying, the streets that they named like Obama Street, they had to clean it up.
That's
You
what
know,
I'm talking about. West Palm. That was the street that they always used to go to.
yeah. What they had, West Palm had gangster documentary tapes that were out. I knew a couple of the saying big time gangsters that was out there, dudes that was shot up like 22 times, 14 times.
Damn.
Some that don't have so can't walk no more. You see kids that are like 18, 19 with crutches because they've been shot up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It,
that's
it, it's
crazy.
bad out there.
So what group of gangs do they have, like Bloods and Crips, or they have Crips? I don't know how that works in other
They
states.
got folks, they got Vice Lords, a new branch of Bloods in here at West Palm. They got GDs. Um,
Damn,
they
that's a
got
lot.
they got BDs down in Fort Lauderdale. They got what I'm saying. A lot of the gangsters are moving out of their city, coming to Florida.
Hmm.
And grouping up and making gangsters and shit.
So
So
what you think about black on black crimes? Like, why do you think our youth are killing each other? And
because you gotta understand, like we've been mixed up. You know what I'm saying? Like our generation, especially dealing with slaves. I don't know if you can hear me if I'm echoing. What's going on? See if you can mute. Maybe let me see if that works. We'll mute each other when we're talking. Um, what it is, it's from generation to generation. We've been mixed up. They did things to our ancestry. You know what I'm saying? They put fear in our ancestry. They took our families from another families and mixed our families up with other families. So our bloodline is really tampered with. You know, if you see like genetics and stuff when it comes to making babies, like if you have like a mixed baby and that mixed baby get with a black baby, um, they like, what I'm saying, dark skin. You know what I'm saying? So if a brown skinned woman get with a light skinned man and they have a baby and that baby gets with a white person, um, that genetics is changed. They become a lighter shade. So we're really mixed. You know, I've seen kids that were dark skinned with white mothers, straight up, like white or Spanish mothers, and they're like, and the moms are mixed with European and all that in Spain, all that stuff. And so they get with a dark skinned black man. Sometimes that it overrides the mother. And I've seen dark skinned babies. She had dark skinned a daughter, looked just like the mother, like the mother. It was like it was crazy. So a lot of our generation is mixed. You know, I've seen dark like when it comes to dark skin like nationalities like dark skinned Cuban, dark skinned Dominicans, you know, and we all look the same, but we're not, you know. So then we're all spread out in America, you know what I'm saying, from generation to generation. So this, so that's when it comes to the black on black crime. So when you go in the hood, you mix with somebody, you know what I'm saying, that could be Cuban fighting, you know what I'm saying, a Haitian, but they're all the same color. But they don't know where they come from, you know? It's that deep. It's that deep with us. No other race been done as bad as we have been done, you know, for our genetics and our melanin. You know, we've been done really bad, and then we fight each other, not knowing why we fight each other because we're really mixed up. We might look the same, but no, we are mixed up. That's why I be like, you know, like not all black people. Oh, not all black people are black people. No, you know, that's a true saying. So that's why it comes, like it could be like a certain branch, like America will grab some Africans, you know, and blend them all in the neighborhood, you know, and then you get these Americans fighting different cultures, but we're all American, and they killing and shooting each other and all that other stuff. You ever went to a family and you come to find out like a female friend or something like that? You come to find out they don't act nothing like how their family is. You go to their family speaking different languages and all that. You be like, dang, I didn't know Juanita could speak that. I thought she was just, you know, black. You know what I'm saying? So there's reasons why it's they use that thing as a black on black crime, but they don't take accountability what they did to us. We're mixed up, just like you know my genetics. You know what I'm saying? I got El Salvador, I got Nigerian, I got black, all in our family. You know what I'm saying? But we all look the same, just like the people down the street or something like that. And they're from a different culture. Some there could be Haitian, you know, Jamaican or whatever. You know, but we all with this American culture, you know, we're separated. Then they separate us. It's just so it's crazy. So that's why we're black on black crime. When you see it, it's like you can't do nothing but to shake your head. It's like it is what it is.
Well, my thoughts to that is um for them to go around. Okay, so they kill who? I mean, sorry, I'm not even supposed to say. They go shoot the people that that actually look like them. I think it's self
Yeah.
hate, right? So when
Hmm.
they wake up in the morning, they get ready, or at night, whenever they want to do it, right? I just feel like they do it because it's self hate at the end of the day, because you actually going looking for people that's dressed like you, look like you. You're not gonna go out there and shoot, white dude, whatever. You're gonna go look for a person that look just like you, dress like you, act like you. So at this point, I be thinking they don't even love their self, you know, if they doing that.
Let me
And
give you,
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me give you an example. Like, there's black people that are, Chinese with their dark skin, got low eyes or whatever. They don't know they got Chinese in them. So you watch these movies, and a lot of these Chinese people, Asians or so, they go by honor. You know what I'm saying? If you disrupt their honor, they want to destroy your whole family. You know what I'm saying? If you see those type of movies, like, you know, you broken my honor, just like Karate Kid. If I give you an example, Karate Kid Part Two, when Karate Kid came to another country, what I'm saying, and the other dude felt disrespected, because Karate Kid was more honored than him, but the other dude was from the place, you know. So you got to look at it like our generation, what I'm saying, we're mixed, like you just got certain things, like when it comes to movies, they actually tell you the truth of what's going on. You know, when you're watching these type of shows, not knowing it's really us that they're mimicking. You know, you could be. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter what it is. It's that dealing with our race. We've been here from the beginning, but we've been mixed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we've been taught to fight each other. We've been taught to hate each other. You got to think about the what do you call it? The what's that letter? The Crow's story. The letter. Was it Jimmy Crow? Whatever the heck that is. When he taught us to be racist against each other when it comes to colors, he, like when it comes to us blacks, they didn't like reds. The reds didn't like the darks because they're too dark. We were raised like that. You know what I'm saying? On complex of the color of our skin as well. That plays a part of us going back and forth. You know, um, and and when you find out, I mean, when you get to studying more about what I'm saying, you understand why there's black on black crime. You know, they did things to us. We're mixed up. We've been vaccinated. We've been all kind of stuff. We've been dissect. We're medicine. Um, we're just everything they do to separate us, to keep us from coming to be one nation like everybody else is. They get along. You know, uh, a Spanish person can come to America and make it easy because another Spanish person will help him compared to our black behinds. You know, and it's just how it is. It's sad. You know, I'm a peacemaker, so it's sad to see us go at it. I try to in my community. You know, I've gotten two gangs to come together to play basketball and all that stuff. I sure did. I got two gangs to come in and rap with each other. You know, it's up to us in the mind to want to make that happen. And there's some of us that want to do it, but it does take a group. It takes one to teach one. So I brought in gangs together.
That's crazy. Where The dark skinned people, I mean, the light skinned people think they're better than the dark skinned people because they lighter, but they're actually black. Like, talking about your black ass. Like, do you know to the white man, you black too? That's what he's talking about, calling you black. So,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It's just
Well, also dark skinned people too, that act they don't like that don't love their color. You know what I'm saying? There's dark skinned people that don't love their color. You know, they whitewash it. They prep it up too. I say the worst cops are black dark skinned cops to me, and I'm being dead ass. Them dudes are vicious. You know, they do their job too well, and it hates you too. They hate you too. It's like crazy. Like, bro, you darker than me. Why you hating me? You know what I'm saying? So it goes both ways. It's like I don't know why it's like that. We were censored to be like that. The Jim Crow law. It's crazy. And that letter, that's what he talked about. How dividing us. He said he's gonna divide us to our complex of our color, and it worked. It'd be like it'd be like mothers. I mean, it'd be like young mothers be like, "Oh, I don't want my baby to be too dark." You know, I've seen that happen, and it's like, damn, that's mean. Is the baby lighter? The baby got blue eyes. The baby got hazel eyes. The baby got good hair. You know, come on, stop that. I've seen it all the time, and it starts off young by us being divided too.
yeah.
So, what do you think about Obama? Do you think he helped us when he was a president? Did he help black people?
They say he didn't, but he was peaceful. To me, he was. I don't know. I don't think he did anything different than any other president, but he was the black, first black president. So I kind of have respect for him, No, did he help us? I don't know. It was a peaceful time. It's not like how it is now, where we going to war and all that crazy stuff.
Well, no, he didn't help us. He was more hating on us. He, especially Chicago. You know, he really was trying to bring martial law back then to Chicago. And I know Chicago got its ways, but then also there was an innocent man that died. You know what I'm saying? And Obama didn't help. Obama didn't do nothing for the black community at all. Um, Nothing against gay people, but when you find out that he's gay himself, allegedly, um, he helped, you know, marriage laws where you marry gay people. And like I said, shout out to the gay people. You have, you know what I'm saying? I'm not against gay folks. I'm just saying that what we suffered, we went through a lot. And then to have a black president not help us enough, say a lot about his character. You know, he didn't really help us like that. That's my opinion. I mean, I'm saying, uh,
So,
my grandma, rest in peace. You know, what I'm saying she was an Obama supporter till the day she died.
but okay, so I do recall. Sorry, I was still eating. I do recall he did have a Affordable Care Act. Millions of uninsured people with uninsured, yeah, they didn't have insurance. People
Uh-huh.
was able to get their coverage, including many blacks, Americans, and people that couldn't afford it. That was one thing he did. Um,
You talking about the Obamacare?
yeah, the Obamacare.
You know what? They stopped it though.
I don't think they stopped it, did they?
Yeah.
I didn't have no Obamacare, so I wouldn't know. But that's one thing he did for the black community. Um, and then he had something to do with the criminal justice reform, the fair sentencing thing, like where people that had life, was getting out, like stuff like that.
Okay. For
Um,
people to easy to get out. You
hmm
know. Okay.
like people that had offenses for crack cocaine and weed and stuff that was locked up to be in prison for like 25 years to life or something. And they was only just in there for, transporting drugs. That's why you seen a lot of people getting out. You don't remember, like, a lot of people got released? I don't know if you know people that was in prison.
Not that time.
Mm,
Yeah, actually,
what
my
else did he do?
brother, he was in prison at that time, but he never like.
He started
Mm.
it, though. He started releasing people that was in there for, like, drug charges that was minor. Like, people that shouldn't be there for 10 years because they was caught transporting drugs, stuff like that.
Oh,
So he
okay.
was lenient on the sentencing on that. What else did he do? The Obama phones, of course. Let's not forget that.
Bible thing. But I thought they
um,
were responsible through EBT though.
yeah, but I think he had something to do with them. That's why they call it the Obama phones. He was making cell phones affordable to the low income people through some program like what was the name of the programs? I forgot now, but I remember that people he used to sell it, not sell it, but give it out in front of my job.
Okay.
What else did he do? He did something to do. He had something to do with the Student Succeed Acts, Pell Grants. Like he was giving out Pell Grants to the students with the low income
Uh-huh.
that attended college.
Yeah,
My son was telling me about that.
for real? He did that? I gotta look at him.
Yeah, he did a couple things that to help, you know, the low income African Americans or black families, should I say?
I'm gonna ask, so my AI thing. I'm gonna say, hey, what did Obama do for the black folk? I'm gonna see.
I mean, he did a couple things. Those are four that I mentioned, or
Mhm.
five. But the Pell Grant, I remember that because my son was telling me about it not too long ago. Um, so yeah, he wasn't a bad president. I mean, he might have not done all the things he wanted to do, but he was in there for 8 years, so he had enough time to do. He was reelected, right?
Yeah, he was there for both
Yeah,
terms.
yeah. So he should have did more than that, but I mean, he did what he can do as a black president. For him to even be in the presidency, that was a big thing. He in America. Imagine that.
So you
A
know that
black president,
there's more
like Tupac
presidents.
said, huh?
There's more presidents than him. There were, on the $2 bill, that was the first black president on the $2 bill. So when you look at the $2 bill, it was dark. That was a president. but they don't let nobody know that.
That's why they don't have the $2 bills no more.
Yes.
Because they sure they you can only get it in the bank, well, unless you come up on the streets or something. You can get them in the bank though. I used to get them a lot. I don't know
Yeah.
if they still do that, but you can go in there and ask for the $2 bills.
When you guys have a $2 bill, look on it. That's the first black president on a $2 bill. Abraham Lincoln. He was dark skinned. He wasn't the way he portrayed to be. Abraham Lincoln, y'all, he was dark skinned. That's why.
He looked Arab
They,
to me.
yeah, he was darker than that.
Yeah, he was like an Arab because
He had
Arab
an afro
people,
too.
they're not dark and or they're not white, but they have this I don't know what kind of complexion. They like brownish. Does that make sense? They brown, like
Yeah,
Mexicans, but not really like Mexicans either. I
called
would
sandy
say,
niggas.
huh?
Used to call 'em sandy ass niggas.
Yeah, like Sandy. They have that brown, golden touch on their face. Yeah.
But
Um.
he had an afro. Abraham Lincoln had an afro. He was dark skinned, you know. So he was the 16th black president.
Yeah, but the ones we know of for real, and then have seen it, was Obama was one of the first ones that I seen because I sure wasn't alive to see the $2 bill, whatever.
We do,
I'm for sure that Obama was the president, though. That was I actually went outside and rallied for him and all that. I was at one of the LA thing they had. It was big. I was happy. I was younger, but I kind of knew, politics at that moment. That was 2008, right?
yeah.
So, yeah,
2008 to 2016, he was
that's
president.
dope. I just love seeing a black man in the White House. That was uh, that was exciting to see. But Tupac said that before. So you remember when he said black
Yeah.
president? Um, did you like Tupac?
Hmm. Yeah, I like Tupac, but
Your
then
ass sounds sleepy.
then you get into your studies, you know what I'm saying, and you start finding out this type of people. Shit, you know, I Tupac, yeah, he's one of the ones that told us that he tried to fight at the last minute like they all do
Mm-hmm.
when they realize what they done.
I used to love me some Tupac. I can't believe they killed him. And it's like, I mean, yeah, they, you know, took his life. Him, Nip, Nipsey Hussle. I don't know what. No, it's a couple
Um,
people
Young
that they.
Gucci,
Yeah. Who was
yeah,
your favorite rapper? Or do you have one?
he's still alive. You know, I actually got a couple favorite rappers. I mean, I'm into um freestyle, you know, acapella battles. So
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal is my favorite freestyle battler, and I'm still into Jada and Ghostface Killer. You know, I was into the new. I'm from the West Coast, but I was loving New York music. You know what I'm saying? I was loving New York music. Well, I was raised on the West Coast though. But Jadakiss, Ghostface Killer, Killer Army. I was into all that.
You say you was raised in the West Coast? What part?
Yeah. Denver, Colorado. I got family in California, Santa
Mm.
Barbara. Oakland, uh,
Yeah, Oakland.
everywhere. Mostly. Got
That's what's
family in Georgia. Got family in uh, Chicago. I got like I got actual family in Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah, I never been.
Over my mom's brothers and sisters out there.
Yeah,
But
I
I
bet.
never met
Go ahead.
I never met him.
Have you ever traveled international, like out of the U.S.?
Jamaica. I've been to Bahamas because you get to Bahamas from West Palm Beach. Um, where else? I've been? Canada. Um, that's about. Let's see what else. There's another.
That's all
Um,
over here, like literally.
I know,
I've
right?
been,
I've never been to Dubai. Never been to no Dominican Republic. Never been to Puerto Rico.
like, have
Um,
you been like in Asia or Europe
mm,
or
no,
Middle East, Africa, anywhere in that world?
no, uh-uh.
Yeah, I've been traveling since I was two with my dad, so I had my passport when I was two. I speak, for those that call people slow and don't know it, I speak five different languages, write and read too. Um, yeah, been around the world, been out to Australia, Spain, France. I've been to Riyadh. I've been to Dubai. Riyadh is in Saudi Arabia. Um, I've been to Kenya. I always wanted. I have never been to Jamaica. I do want to go to Jamaica, but I grew up around Jamaicans and Belizeans.
Okay.
Well, I've been to Australia. I said right.
Yeah.
Spain. Where else have I been to? France, Kenya. Hmm. I know I'm missing somewhere. I was supposed to go to Egypt, but me and my dad never made it there. So we went to Kenya and stayed in Kenya, and went to France. So in the U.S., I've been to the country. What was that called? What's that place called? Arkansas. That was the most country place I've been to.
Okay.
Arkansas. Of course, I'm from LA, um, Oakland, all that. I've been to everywhere basically in California. I know that for a fact. Been to New York. I like New York. It was nice and cold.
I
New
got
York,
people in Brownsville.
Utah, um, where else? Utah, New York, um, California. I know I've been to a couple places. Arkansas. I can't think of everywhere I've been to out in the U.S., but I know I've been to a couple places. I've been to Texas, um, Dallas, Texas, should I say? I haven't been to Atlanta. I want to go there. I want to go to Atlanta.
You never been around?
I want to go to Atlanta. I do want to go there. Um,
Atlanta got hills like Oakland.
it is.
It got hills like Oakland and like parts of Atlanta remind me of Oakland because of
I
the
love Oakland.
road.
I love the weather there. Yeah, I had one of my sisters graduated from Oakland University. So I've been there. And I went to the Reggae on the River in Oakland. You heard about it?
You went to where?
The Reggae on the River. They have it like every year. Like you can camp out for 3 days. You
Uh-uh.
ever heard of Humboldt County?
No.
Okay, so that's where all the marijuana grow.
Oh,
One,
okay.
yeah, one. Well, it grows there. I'm not gonna say that's where all it grows, but they have the best. Supposedly have the best herb. So what you do is you rent like a space and you stay there for 3 days. You can take your camper or rent one, however you want to do it, or a tent.
Hmm.
Um, you can rent a space and they have 3 days of nonstop reggae, like Sean Paul, all the little reggae. But mostly it's Caucasians, believe it or not, that come to that.
That remind me of Blacklade in West Palm Beach. Like
Yeah.
it's like different nationalities. It's like a little they have like tables where they sell stuff. It's different type of peoples from
Yeah,
India to Asia,
you
and
are right.
then it's like that.
Yeah, it's like that. They call them the hippie kind of people that
Yeah,
have dreads and smoke
they be
weed and
playing
all that.
cocktail stuff, and they be having moonshine. They be having some
Hmm.
foreign stuff out there, like stuff that you never tasted or drink. Yeah, I've been to those.
Yeah, they barbecue and cook. Everybody's so friendly. I like going there because the people are just down to earth. Like everybody's just so sweet. Will offer you like food. It's no like hating thing. I like a peaceful atmosphere where everybody is happy and chill.
Me too.
And then you go to the concerts. Um, like I think it was from like it's actually all day. They had something like that in LA too. It's called the African Festival at Dorsey High. They used to do it every year. I don't know if they still do it, but when I was a kid, I used to go there. Something like that, but by the river, and it's more. I don't. I think they have that in Vegas too, but I'm not sure. I haven't been to it, so I can't say. I love reggae, so this I like to do stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
outdoors and enjoying life with some positive people.
yeah. Just the spiritual. Nobody is on that beat arguing, especially. So, what about? So, I see you got a big family, all
You
right?
see,
You
I
got a
have
big
big
family.
family.
Yeah, you seem like
How
you
did
do.
you see?
Okay, you seem like. Well, I shouldn't say you see. You seem like you have a big family.
Oh yeah, I do. I have 8 sisters. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's a big family.
Maybe you have to
Eight
feel
of me.
so,
Yeah,
like,
I'm blessed.
how's it go with family functions and like family reunions or get-togethers, or gatherings? How y'all conduct?
What happened? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear
What you
me.
say? How
So
did it happen?
when it comes to family reunions, family functions, gatherings, how do you
Hmm.
conduct with your family?
Um, since we all over the world, we would have to meet like in the middle. That's why I was always traveling because we was all apart. Most of them went to different universities. Like my sister went to an art university, and my brother is at we have one brother. So we just kind of like met places where it was like, mutual to everybody. So it was kind of fun because we have to always travel to meet up. Yeah,
Okay.
yes, it's fun. So I get to fly all over the world when I was a little kid for free because of I'm not even gonna say all that on here. You know how people like to be nosy.
Okay. Time.
Oof. Time stamp it. Take a screenshot. Save it.
Okay.
Receipt and all that. I'm not used to living like that. Like I get along with people um as long as you cool, I'm cool with you. Like I don't have no problem with people, and I try to keep it peaceful. And I'm always gonna be peaceful. I don't care what people, what I'm saying, betray me to be, or however they call me. Like, oh, she like drama. No, I don't. Do not like drama. I like peaceful atmosphere, and I want to create peace. Even when I came on your channel before, I wanted to be peaceful. I wanted you to, not to speak about certain things. And I don't want to be involved in that, just because I want it to be a peaceful conversation. But at the end of the day, everybody's different. So we got to understand that if the whole world was so peaceful, it would have been such a nice world, like to live in.
It
But
would. It would.
and you gotta pick and choose who you associate yourself with so you can be at peace too. Like
Exactly.
when you see drama, run. Like, bye. I don't even want to be around this shit. Then you just keep yourself and your mind clear. So, with that being said, but we on a 1 hour stamp right now, 1 hour 8 minutes. Didn't you come on at 9 or you came on at 8:30?
I came. Well, your time. 8:30. So it was like
Oh yeah,
11:30 my time. But thank you,
uh,
Miss 504. You know, I know you're not
I
coming
was
to the
trying to
beat.
look at the chat and I can't. I don't know. It makes noise when I try to. Maybe I can use my iPad, but yeah, I couldn't really see the chat. Everybody, whoever is in the chat, hi, how are you? And hopefully everybody have a good evening and enjoying the chat and
Miss
our
504
conversation.
said, she said, Vegas, your thumbnail pic is very gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Much love, everyone. Peace, love, and happiness. And have a great weekend. I'm about to hop off and do my, you know, self care and go to sleep. It's
Okay.
getting late out here.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Thank you for coming up. You always welcome here on this channel. You're part of it. So that's why I set up lives, you know what I'm saying? To chop it up with you, let people get to know you a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
A
that's what I've
positive
been
way.
doing. Exactly, without the negativity and the narratives and the slanders, you know? Just speaking that real, truth,
All
that
right.
gun. And thank you again.
Thank you for having me and look forward to come back and chop it up. And much love, Sheena, for coming up. And everybody else. Mika, hi, Mika. I know you in here. You have a good evening. Good night.
Good night, man.
Okay.
Yes, Miss 504, she got a channel. You just the easiest way to look her up, Las Vegas interviews, and she'll come up. It'll come up on your channel. I mean, on your thing. But yeah, I've been rocking with her for been some months now. We took some breaks off of this thing. On that, she's good people. Her spirit's right, and she matches with my personality. So that's the reason why I have her come up on my live a lot. You know, and she speaks very well and outspoken. You know what I'm saying? She defended me. You know what I'm saying? So she's good people. And I hope y'all enjoyed this live. You know, I'm kind of out of my element, am I? I don't be up on this live for that long, huh? But I just want to give y'all something different. It's not always back and forth. And as mad as these people try to make you, you know, I still got to hold my integrity. I got to hold my peace, hold my mind. I got children to raise and looking up to me. You know, I got things to study to teach my children. You know, they're learning fast. That's why I spoke on them tonight on different things that's going on with these children today. You know, pray for the youth. You know, start doing something for the youth. You know what I'm saying? I know the way we were raised compared to how they're raised now is different, but there's ways to get through them. You know, there's many ways that you can get through these children. You know, stop trying to down them and hey, you talk about these children because you're upset. You know, that's gonna fall back on you. So let's leave the children out of adult mess. You know, they don't deserve it. They're gonna be here after us, and if they're gonna be here after us, you know, it's our our job to be responsible and raise our children to how they're supposed to be today. You know, so thank you, Miss Sheena, for coming through. You know what I'm saying? I hope, you know what I'm saying, that you do get protection when you do decide to go to Atlanta. You said you're gonna go in April, you know, so I'm still getting, you know what I'm saying, my people, you know, 'cause this is big. This is big. It's something to like really bring to a light, you know what I'm saying? And she's doing it very well. Salute to you and keep doing it and don't stop. Don't put your foot up yet. You know, keep your hands on his neck. You know, squeeze that bitch, squeeze that neck. So, all right, y'all. Much love. I'm about to get off of here too, and you know, what I'm saying, push likes for me, please. We all screaming for likes. You know, that's all. I'm not asking for no dollar, not no cash app. I'm asking you just to push like that little thumb. You know what I'm saying? Ding. Real easy. And push your notifications too, please. Turn your notifications on so you can get this content. You know. There be days where I be, you know what I'm saying, where I had to put it on somebody and but how I do it in comedy form while they trying to hurt you, trying to hurt my children. I mean, I'm fighting demons. You know what I'm saying? They can't back up their words, so they want to hurt you. But it's not gonna. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and the gates of hell will not prevail. It'll prevail in your life that you give it out. Whatever you give out will come back onto you, and that's a God's honest truth. Much love, y'all. Thank you, Miss Vegas. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're part of this, you know what I'm saying? And much love to your children. You're a great mother. Keep doing what you're doing. You're a great mother. Got your kids in college and you know what I'm saying? You're supporting them. You know, yes, you awesome. What? Miss Vegas awesome. All respect over here. All right, salute y'all. Much love. Let me see. And yeah, it's too late to be playing some music right now. That ain't the vibe right now. But much love, y'all. And I'm out.